Aquarius, your money card for 2026 is the Six of Pentacles and indicates either a Taurus woman or someone with a Taurus moon could be instrumental to your financial affairs. If not, it's a year where you'll focus on the habits and routines that direct your affairs in consideration of getting what you deserve. Any financial worries may or may not be justified, but given that this isn't a major card, you'll still have plenty of influence over matters and how they manifest. For a few of you, health is a concern that could possibly impact your bottom line. In some cases, business possibilities that are successful are connected to food, catering, property, a business operated from home, or artistic expression that proves profitable. Some of you may inherit a piece of family property or find yourself in possession of something beautiful. For others of you, money will be used toward the causes you believe in. This might be as a philanthropist, a benefactor, a humanitarian, or just a wise investor. Your intent might be charitable with a focus on helping the less fortunate, whether as a mentor or through financial assistance or donations. Alternatively, you may be the one in need of help or assistance. So the emphasis is on giving and receiving, having or not having enough resources, and learning to master the art of give and take. Regardless of vantage point, you have a strong sense of purpose about putting your financial and domestic affairs in order, and you'll consider time, money, and every available opportunity on offer. And this can reflect as being very budget or bargain conscious in order to avoid paying a higher price than expected. And for some of you, you've rounded a corner and things are finally going your way. You may be receiving exactly what you need when you need it, whether it's important information or funding. That could mean unexpectedly being paid back for a loan, or maybe a legal matter is resolved in your favor. Help is yours for the asking, and this may be the time to seek all possible sources of extra cash. This year, a good business opportunity presents, and the previous hard work you've put in can bring the dividends of a promotion, a raise, bonus, a mortgage, a grant, perhaps a settlement, a refund, or aid or a scholarship you've been waiting for. What you do may attract patrons and backers for new ventures. Even if you don't receive a big win, you somehow manage to work out any financial issues. And with the resolution to your financial problems more or less resolved, you're able to move forward. And you may decide to pay it forward and share your prosperity with others. Maybe you're the one in position for offering training or a gift or to start a savings plan. But this also leads to the issue of intention and whether you're giving charitably or with strings attached from a position of dominance or superiority. And the same consideration for being on the receiving end and what you have to do just to get the crumbs, or if someone is holding you financially hostage or keeping what belongs to you and giving it according to their whims, their mood, or their will. But a determined approach to getting what you want might create friction in your relationships and may even trigger a withdrawal of financial support. On the other hand, perhaps there's an inability to distinguish who's really in need as opposed to those who unfairly take advantage of your generosity. Or maybe it's faulty judgment or unfair business dealings that further complicate your financial network. So you could reap the consequences of your own or someone else's financial neglect, irresponsibility, or immaturity, and this might result in the loss of goods, property, or income because of theft, carelessness, or illegalities. If circumstances are keeping you bound as an indentured servant, you probably are wishing you could change your job, but you recognize how difficult it may be to find something new. And in the extreme, you're struggling with bad debts, chasing after get-rich-quick schemes, or financial expectations that fail to materialize. And if this is the case, you might have to plead, deal, beg, or do favors for something that comes with some unpleasant stipulations. And that might leave you feeling shortchanged or denied, or at least with the acute awareness of disparity and inequity. For some of you, this feels like a bottomless pit of endless demands and a perpetual gap between desire and fulfillment. And the response for some of you may be to refuse help offered, or maybe you view others as lacking in generosity, or you could even bite the hand that feeds you. However, this is a year that allows you to improve your affairs by giving greater attention to the allocation of resources, whether in matters related to scheduling or time management or any other assets. And don't forget that your health is one of the most important resources. You may need to improve your diet, your exercise regimen. To feel good emotionally, you need to feel secure, and that ties directly to your material well-being and a stable home and family life. For some, a boost allows you to break through the ranks of society for an upgrade in conditions. Luckily, this is a year where you have a gift for making things grow, and the influence surrounding your endeavors bodes well. You can have strong hunches about making money that actually pay off. The challenge is not allowing self-indulgence and excessive attachment to the material to spoil or upset a good situation. So this is a year of ambitious developments where you work to restore balance and continue your security through a greater and more realistic awareness. Events can bring a welcome evolution in matters that affect your economic well-being through some measure of luck. Now, these benefits are not necessarily long-lasting, so the message is to act on them at their availability. The biggest shifts occur through a series of small episodes that trigger simple and perhaps overdue change.